Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to more Adelaide Fringe in my jungle room. I'm really pumped because I've never been on a Zoom to this country before, but I'm heading over to Dubai where I'm speaking to Annanya George. Hey, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to meet you. And I love that little plant that you've got there placed. You've got your own little jungle.
Well, it's an oasis in the desert, so to speak.
I like.
So here we are.
So, how is Dubai today, Annanya? Is it cold? Is it hot? What?
I do not know because the sun is just coming out right now.
Okay. Wait,
So
what's the
I'm
time
good to
over
go
there?
out.
What time
It's
is
like 7 in the morning.
it? Okay, all right. Cool. It's 1:30 over here in Adelaide, and you are going to be in Adelaide very, very soon, only in just a couple
Yes.
of short weeks. Because you've got a show for the Adelaide Fringe, and it's your first time in Australia. It's your obviously then your first time in Adelaide. The Adelaide Fringe is kicking off very soon. Your show is called I Want to Be the World's Greatest Magician, and we're going to chat all about it. So, what's the show about?
Oh my God. Okay. So, you know how when you go through something super impactful in your life, there's just like a flash of memories that get into your head leading up to that point? That's the show. And the big thing that you're going through is that like moment when a letter arrives in the mail and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, your visa has expired."
Oops.
And that's the entire show.
Ah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to it very much. You are playing at Tandanya Theatre in Gluttony,
Mhm.
from Tuesday, the 10th of March to the 22nd of March. What have you heard? What do you know about Adelaide Fringe so far?
So all I know about Adelaide Fringe is from my friend Ruben Moreland, who does his own show. It's called Abracadabra Bitch, and all I've heard is Adelaide Fringe is a great place to get your reps in. So play your show multiple times.
Yep.
And like especially the honeypot of like, oh, if you want to develop the show further or tour it in other places, it's a great place to meet people.
Yep.
As you can as you've already said, I'm from Dubai, and like there isn't very much of an art scene here compared to New York where I was before this. And so it's just, that's what I'm super excited about, trying to get my stuff out to people I do not know
Uh-huh.
and see how it like works in a completely different context.
So, when did the show get written? Like, when did you bring the show to life?
Oh my God, this is an amazing story. Are you ready for this?
Ready?
So for 3 years, I was in New York City, and every single night I was going to open mics and all these different venues just to work on one specific trick, which is not in the show, unfortunately. It just doesn't fit the narrative. Um, but I spent 3 years doing that just so I could get on a TV show called Penn and Teller's Fool Us. But doing so, I created all of these other pieces that really meant a lot to me because I was going through my own kind of set of visa struggles at the time, and it all came out from that. And so with only like maybe 90 days left on my grace period after my visa had expired, I got onto a phone with my creative collaborator, Caleb, and I'm like, hey man, we got to put this whole thing together. It's got to open up off Broadway, and we just have to do this. We have no other choice. And
Wow.
so we put the entire show together, gave it a good go in off Broadway, and I'm very, very proud of what we've come up with.
So how did you find out about the Adelaide Fringe then? Like at what point did you say, "Oh my gosh, I need to take that to the Adelaide Fringe"?
From jealousy. I saw my friend Ruben Moreland post about like how he got best magic, and I'm like, come on, I gotta try. I gotta try for an award. That would be sick. It's probably not the most press friendly answer, but like it's an honest one.
I like it. Honesty will take you far, my friend, Ananya.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Appreciate
Um,
that.
And so when you're in Adelaide, have you heard much about Adelaide? Obviously, when you're here, it's going to be crazy because there's going to be just shows on everywhere. But have you heard anything more about Adelaide? All the things that you could be getting up to, the wineries, the beaches, whatever?
I have not. And in fact, that's actually part of the idea because one of my favorite things to do is go to like a local bar. And when it dies down, like find one or two people and just like become their friend for the night. And then ask them what they like doing in that city on like a day off. And so I'm excited to do that because I found like when you Google stuff,
Yep.
and you look up things to do, most of the stuff you get is like touristy stuff, and like it's important for a poet to know the world they live in, but it's not the same. And so I want to hear from people who live there. Like, okay, try this bakery. Great, will do.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, well, I'm totally giving you a list. I'm giving you all my
Do it.
suggestions. All right, it's going to happen because we've got amazing coffee, we've got amazing wines, we've got some incredible foodie places. You're going to love it.
Nice.
You're going to love it all.
You had me at winery.
Ah, I figured that might be the case. So we've got two really good actually, we've probably got three really good wine regions. One is Barossa Valley, one is the Adelaide Hills, and one is McLaren Vale. You will be
Cool.
all over it, I promise you. Hire a car or get a friend with a car, and you'll be fine.
Perfect.
All right.
That's good because I don't know how to drive.
Hey, so you said that you were living in New York. Well, why? How did you make the move, or why did you make the move back to Dubai?
So again, my visa expired.
Okay.
And so for about a decade, I was in America over a student visa.
Yep.
And the problem with that is American immigration is so restrictive. So after I graduated, I couldn't get a job in anything that had like outside my field of study,
Yep.
which was like a degree in film and then later a degree in branding and marketing. But I was only studying those to become a better magician. And so it's like, how do what do you do? So wait, that's not the question you asked. However, when my visa expired, I had to come back home, and it was either India or Dubai where my parents live. So I chose Dubai.
So when you say that there's not a great big arts kind of entertainment scene in Dubai, um,
Mhm.
is that a struggle for you as an artist living there?
Oh, absolutely. In America has spoiled me because over the last decade, I think we're one of the only people in the world right now that's exploring magic from like an avant-garde lens.
Yep.
And you can only do that in cities and countries where there already is a living and functioning art scene.
Yep.
But in a city like Dubai, where the art scene is still being built up, it's difficult enough to get people in through the door for a name they don't recognize, and even more so when you slap like avant-garde on it.
Yeah.
You know?
And so, I mean, obviously, your parents must be extremely happy that you're home, clearly. But
Yeah.
are they like, obviously because they live in Dubai, and they know there's no art scene necessarily over there, or it's growing. Are they like, go out and get a real job, or are they really encouraging about your career?
I I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I think they're like tired of saying go out and get a real job. I think now they're like, well, okay, just be happy. Just
Do
just figure something out.
And then you just do you. Yeah. They're tired of arguing with you.
Pretty much. Because every time when I was a kid, every time they argued, I'd just double down.
Yeah.
So like, it's no point.
I somehow I feel like we're related. I feel like our parents have got a surprise to tell us. We're actually brothers. Surprise!
Did you have those same struggles?
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I definitely came from that generation where it's like, there were these kind of things that you just had to do, go out and get a room,
Right.
all that. And, the funny thing is, I mean, and this very much came about during, the pandemic period, that arts and entertainment is a real job,
Hmm.
But, I grew up in a period where it really wasn't. It wasn't ever defined that way, you know.
Hmm.
But that's all changed now, thankfully. And our parents caught
Thankfully.
up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be a bunch of time. I mean, there are. I'm worried about like the existential threats to the arts and the to the arts and entertainment. So
Yeah.
I'm always like constantly asking, okay, what next? How do we like survive?
Yeah.
How do we like even shine in those scenarios? But no, I totally get it. Like, we had this Christmas party once, and one of my dad's friends who came over was like, yeah, but the arts, like they don't really give anything of value to the economy. And I'm like, oh, if that's the case, then why does Sotheby's as a company exist? Like, come on, what are you talking about?
Exactly. People just need to be reminded sometimes, that's all.
Yeah.
As a producer, writer, director of a show, performer of a show as well, how like coming to Australia for the very first time with a show that you've put together, does that make you nervous? It's like, oh, what are the Adelaide audiences going to be like? Are they going to get the humor? Are they going to get my storytelling? Does that make you nervous at all?
Um, that's a good question because I think the performer in me is not super nervous because I don't know if I mentioned this. Well, oh no, I did. I brushed this stuff up and it kind of got its legs doing the open mic circuit in New York.
Yeah.
And I believe like if you can perform and keep a drunk open mic audience engaged, you can do that anywhere. And so the performer in me is not very worried, but the producer, the business person in me is super worried. Like am I gonna sell enough tickets in order to make like break even and that's just and but that just means like I just gotta get more creative with how I do the marketing and I have some pretty cool performance art pieces in mind for how I'm gonna do that. So excited for that.
The part of you that pays the bills is worried. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that part of me and that part of everybody really is worried all the time. So I'm not,
Oh my God,
so I take
absolutely.
solace in that thought.
It doesn't matter where you live in the world, there's always going to be that for sure.
Yeah.
What I think you have got such amazing energy. I
Thank
want
you. Fine.
all of Adelaide to know how brilliant this show is going to be. And you know what? Let's just push it and make sure there's bums on seats every single show. All right.
Let's
Let's
go.
make it
Yeah,
happen,
hopefully.
Annanya. Um, and so you obviously kick off on Tuesday, 10th of March, like I said, and everyone can get your tickets through the Adelaide Fringe website or the Gluttony website as well. Um, how earlier to getting, oh, sorry, when do you get into Adelaide? Do you get into Adelaide a couple of days before the show starts so you get to explore a bit?
Oh, that's a good question because I'm actually in Adelaide starting the night of February 14th.
Okay.
Because we're running another show at a different venue for about 5 nights. I'm
Oh,
sharing the stage with my creative collaborator Caleb after like maybe 5 or 6 years.
yeah, wow.
Um, the last time we shared the stage was when we put up a musical back in university. And so I'm just like super pumped about that. We have some cool homebrew tricks that I'm fascinated by, but I'll be doing that show, and then after that, it's just prep for World's Greatest Magician.
Fantastic. So that show that you're talking about from
Mhm.
February 14, is that part of the Adelaide Fringe as well?
Yes, February. That's February 18th to the 22nd.
And so what's the name of that show?
Murder.
Murder. I love it. And
Murder the Magic Show.
where's that being held at? I didn't know about that one.
Oh, that's at Fool's Paradise.
Gotcha. In Victoria,
Yeah.
which is literally just 5 minutes walk over that way. Um,
Really?
and the boys from Headfirst Acrobats who run Fool's Paradise are the sweetest guys. Love them to death.
Oh, oh yeah. Thomas has been so accommodating. He's so kind.
I'm
I
literally I'm interviewing Thomas literally right after you, funny enough. So Thomas,
Really?
I
Oh,
will
that's
drop you a
cool. Tell him I said
handle.
hi.
I will definitely do so. Because yeah, you wouldn't have met them face to face yet either, would you?
Not at all, no.
You are going to leave Adelaide with so many new friends.
I hope so. I mean, that's the goal. Make friends in every single continent.
Love it. And you know what? Once you've had a taste of the Adelaide Fringe, you will be back every single year. I promise that, Ananya.
I am counting on it. Because I'm so excited to hear. So when I found out about Adelaide Fringe, I was already super excited because I thought there was only one Fringe, and that was Edinburgh. But then I found about Adelaide Fringe, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. I
Yeah,
have to do this.
there's no stopping you.
So
So you need to save up your money for plane flights every single year.
no,
So
no more eating out.
and then you, George, like I said, I mean, you've got energy to spare, and I love it. If your energy through this interview is anything to go by, I think these two shows that you're doing are going to be exceptional. So, Murder, everyone, is playing at Fool's Paradise from the 18th of February. And then we've got I Want to Be the World's Greatest Magician running from the 10th of March to the 22nd of March in Tandanya Theatre at Gluttony. Ananya, George, I cannot wait to meet you.
Marcus Hamence, likewise.
Awesome, my friends. Just a couple of weeks and you'll be over here. And oh, by
Yes.
the way, February 14 is Valentine's Day, which is when you arrive. So you know what? There could be romance on the cards. Watch out.
Man, look, I'll just come do my shows and anything happens, I'm okay with it.
He goes with the flow. Thank you, my friend, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.